This message is for anybody who's feeling like life is passing them by. Anybody who's beating themselves up over mistakes and failures that they've made in the past. This is for anybody who is searching for their purpose and searching for more meaning and just can't seem to find it. For anybody who feels like they're just not worthy. They feel like they don't deserve more in their life. If this is you, then this message is for you. See, I want you to understand that you are worth it. You are worthy of every single thing that you want in your life. And I think you and I have to have a conversation about that. So let's have that conversation right now. That's what we're going to talk about coming up next in this episode. You're listening to the Grind and Gratitude Show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Grind and Gratitude Show. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. If you're an avid listener, you already know I got a lot of love for you. And for all of those people who've shared the podcast, who subscribed, who've left reviews, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And please keep sharing, keep leaving messages in my Instagram at I am Danny Stone. I'd love to hear from you. So my name is Danny Stone, also known as Coach Stone is in the building. I'm the founder of the Champion You Academy, an online academy to help entrepreneurs level up their life and their business. I'm an author of 2 best-selling books, obviously the host of this show, a leadership and empowerment speaker. I do a lot of things to really help people tap into that inner champion. And today I really want to talk to you about that because over the last little while, I've been talking to quite a few people, and right now there seems to be a struggle with some individuals around them not feeling worthy of more in their life. And maybe you can relate to this. They feel like life is really passing them by. I meet a lot of people who are still beating themselves up over mistakes that they've made, about failures and setbacks, and they're still stuck there. They're still stuck, feeling bad about those mistakes. They're still stuck having this negative self-talk. And maybe you can relate to this. But I want you to understand this. I want you to understand that even if you're not where you want to be in life, even if you've had setbacks, even if you've failed, even if you've made mistakes, you have to understand that you're human. It sounds obvious, but you're human. We all make mistakes. We all have setbacks. We all have self-doubt. We all have failed. And that's a part of being human. So the first thing I want you to understand is that you're not alone. I can relate. There are times when I doubt myself. There's times when I don't feel worthy. There's times where I beat myself up for not being further ahead in life. And then I have to come back to the reality. And the reality is I'm still here. The reality is I'm making an impact in my life, in the life of my family and my friends and in the community. And so I deserve everything that I want in life. And I want you to understand that too. You are worthy. You are so worthy of everything that you want. You are. And maybe you haven't told yourself this for a long time, or maybe someone hasn't told you this for a long time, but I'm telling you, you are worthy. You're worthy of every single thing that you want in your life. Every goal, every dream, every experience, every amazing relationship. You are worthy. And you might not believe that right now, and that's okay. But I just want to plant that seed. And I just want to share with you a few reasons why I know you're worthy. And these are reasons that I've had to tell myself, because look, I've definitely felt at times that I wasn't worthy. I've definitely beat myself up over things that have happened in my life and mistakes and failures. I beat myself up over not being further ahead in life. And so I get it. I get it. I understand. And I've had to talk myself through it and remind myself of my greatness and remind myself of who I am and whose I am. And so the first thing that I want you to understand, and the first reason that you need to know why you are worthy, is this: you are a child of your Creator. Whether you believe in God or not, I believe in God. But for me, I am one of God's children. I know that I'm here for a reason, or I wouldn't be here. So the first reason that you're worthy is because your Creator made you. You are here for a reason, or you wouldn't be here. There's so many other people that you know, that you may know, that are no longer here, but you are. And you were created for a reason and a purpose. That alone lets you know that you're worthy. This is stuff that I had to work on. I didn't know that. I had to remind myself that God put me here. And if I'm here for a reason. And whether you know what that reason is or not, you have to understand that you're here for a greater purpose. And because you're here for a greater purpose, you deserve it and you will get it. If you put your heart, your mind, your spirit, your focus, your energy, your attention towards it, you are worthy of so much more in your life. Because you are a child of your Creator. That's the very first thing I want you to understand. Sit down and think about that. Take it in. You are still here. You know, during the pandemic, I've lost relatives. I lost my grandfather. I lost an uncle, a great uncle of mine. I've had friends who've lost their parents and siblings. There was so much loss. And I'm not saying it's just due to the pandemic, because we always have loss, but any loss, just think about that. That person is no longer here. And they were here for a reason, just like you're here for a reason. So you have to understand that you're worthy because you are still here. You are a child of your Creator. That's the first reason. That's the first thing that I want you to understand. The second reason that you are worthy is because you are unique. You have greatness within you. There's nobody else like you. And the world would not be the same without you. Think about it. Out of 7 billion people in the world, not one person has your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is unique. Think about that. Out of 7 billion people in the world, nobody else has your fingerprint. Why? Because you're special. You're unique. You're worthy. You have greatness within you. That's why no one else has your fingerprint. Nobody else is you. Nobody else shows up like you. Nobody else has had your experiences. Nobody else has gone through the things that you've gone through. No one else is like you. And because of that uniqueness, it already lets you know that you're worthy of so much more, that you have greatness in you, that you have the ability to achieve things that you never thought you could achieve. And so I'm reminding you of that. Every time you look at your hands, you're looking at uniqueness. You're looking at the fact that nobody else is like you, and that's a good thing. And because no one else is like you, I want you to tap into that. Tap into who you are. Own who you are. The way that you show up in the world for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your community, for your coworkers, for your business associates, for your followers, the way that you show up, nobody else can show up the way that you do. And I know that there are people who love you, who care about you, who know that you're valuable, who know that you're worthy of so much more in your life. And so I want to remind you of that. You're unique. Nobody else has your fingerprint. You are worthy of everything that you want. Stop beating yourself up over the past. Stop beating yourself up because you're not where you want to be. You're on your journey and you'll get there. The third reason I really believe that you are worthy is that you're resilient. You've survived 100% of every single bad day that you've ever had, and you're still here. You're strong. You're powerful. You're able to figure things out. You've made it through difficult times before, and you can do it again. You've achieved things that you never thought you could achieve. Because of that resilience, because of that inner strength, because of that determination, you are still here. And because you're still here, that should let you know that there's so much more for you. That should let you know that your journey is not done. And if your journey isn't done, that means that you're worthy of more in your life. And it will come. I want you to understand that. Like, sometimes when we're sitting in this really bad place in our life, whether we're sad or we're depressed or we're ashamed or we're embarrassed or we have negative self-talk or self-doubt, when we're in that place, it's difficult for us to see that we've been through things before. We have to remind ourselves of our track record. We've survived 100% of every single bad day that we've ever had, and we're still here. You're still here because you deserve more. You're still here because you have a greater impact to make in the world. That's why you're still here. So don't give up on your hopes and your dreams. Don't give up on your goals, because it's still within you to make those things happen. And the last reason that I know that you're worthy is because I know for sure, for a fact, that you have a champion inside of you. You have a champion inside of you. You have this winning spirit. You were born naturally curious, creative, resourceful, and whole. And to be the champion that you need to be, you have to get back to reminding yourself that you're strong, you're resilient, you have big hopes and dreams, you're here for a reason, you can make a greater impact in the world, and that you're not going to quit on yourself. You're not going to quit on yourself. So you have a champion inside of you. And guess what? Champions have setbacks. Champions make mistakes. They fall off. They have failures. Sometimes they lose in life, but they keep going because they have a bigger goal and a bigger dream. And I know you do. I know you have a bigger goal and a bigger dream, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not. Maybe because you failed in the past, you've set the bar so low that you just wake up every day and go through the motions. But in the back of your mind, I know that there's so much more that you want in your life. I know that you have bigger goals and bigger dreams. I know you want to make a greater impact in the world. And you can, because you have a champion inside of you. And because you have that champion inside of you, that should let you know that you're worthy of so much more and that you can make things happen. Everything starts with shifting your mind. Once you start to get clear about what you want, you start to change your mindset around maybe it's possible and start reminding yourself of your greatness. Then you'll start taking action towards making those things happen. So I just wanted to give you this quick message. I just feel like I probably needed this for myself, just to remind myself that I'm worthy of so much more, especially when sometimes I feel like, we're all trying to validate our worthiness to other people, whether it's, in our businesses, we're trying to validate our prices and our value, whether it's in our relationships, whether it's in our jobs. Sometimes we're trying to validate our worth and our value, and it's difficult and it's challenging, and we get overwhelmed and stressed out and depressed that other people don't see it in us. But I want you to know I see it in you, and there are people who see it in you, and focus on those individuals, not the people or the situations that let you know that try to tell you that you're not worthy, because you are. So I just wanted to stop by and just let you know, I know what it's like to not feel worthy. I know what it's like to have a lot of self-doubt. I know what it's like to not be where you want to be in life. But I also understand that I'm worthy, that you're worthy, you are worth it, Every single goal and dream that you have, you deserve, and it can happen for you. Don't quit on yourself. Quiet that negative self-talk. Get back to remind yourself that you are resilient, you're strong, you're a child of God, you're here for a greater purpose. And take action on the things that really matter. That's all I wanted to say to you. I hope this was valuable. If you really like the message, please send me a message on Instagram at I am Danny Stone. Sharing is caring, so make sure that you share this episode with friends and family and colleagues and your followers, because I'm sure there's other people who need this message too. That's it from me. I am out of here. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.